What is up, my brothers and sisters? Hope you're all having a blessed day. So, in 1999, the Blair Witch Project revolutionized the film industry and especially revolutionized and changed how influential and how big independent films can be in general, but especially within horror. This was a super low budget film, found footage film, one of the first found footage films ever made, and it exploded found footage into the mainstream and kind of catapulted it, and pretty much thousands, if not millions, of found footage movies followed in the early 2000s, 2010s. Blair Witch Project was one of the most important independent films ever, one of the most successful independent films ever, and one of the greatest horror movies of all time. If you ask me, it's in the top 5 of all time. I love the Blair Witch Project. Unfortunately, most people, even though they might like the Blair Witch Project, are tired of found footage, because found footage films kind of started utilizing shaky camera, low budget, and a lot of tropes within found footage. And a lot of people consider found footage to be cheesy, to be easy, to be lazy. In 2024, two comedians, YouTube comedians, in my opinion, changed how found footage films are going to be viewed in the future, and changed the expectations for modern day found footage. This is the greatest found footage film, in my opinion, that I have ever seen, and I've seen quite a few. The greatest found footage film since the Blair Witch Project, since the godfather of found footage. This movie is called Milk and Cereal. It does the same thing that the Blair Witch Project did back then. Back in the 1990s, back in 1999, the Blair Witch Project is very well known because it's so realistic that people actually thought it was true. And the way that the film was marketed, they really utilized and relied on, for the marketing of this film, the technology and the status of the internet at that time. They created a website before the film came out that says, 3 filmmakers lost in Burkittsville, Maryland. And I'm going to talk more about the Blair Witch Project in separate videos, but I'm trying to show you how revolutionary and how important and groundbreaking the Blair Witch Project was for films. People thought it was real. And I'm not saying people think that, I don't think, no one's going to think that Milk and Cereal is real. It's made by 2 YouTube comedians. But this is, in my opinion, the best found footage film since then. This is one of the best written films I've ever seen. I'm not going to lie to you. There are so many plot twists in this film. And that's the thing. The film starts out good. It's a fun movie about YouTube pranksters. And that's what this film is about. It's about YouTube pranksters doing pranks on one another. I'm being really vague. I can't tell you any of the important details of this film because it's so good. Like, I don't want to spoil it. The plot twists of this film are just insane. 2 YouTube pranksters doing pranks on one another goes horribly wrong, and there's a million plot twists. There's a million turns that you never see coming. This has some of the best acting that I've seen in any film of the last 10 years. I'm not joking. It's some of the best writing that I've seen in any modern film, and some of the best acting. And like I said, this is a low-budget found footage film about YouTube pranksters uploaded to a YouTube channel of 2 comedians. Their YouTube channel. It's like super It sounds insane what I'm telling you, but this film, it completely puts found footage on a new level. And you're gonna see the influence of this film. This film, it does have a cult following. It only has 2 billion views on YouTube right now. I think it might be on. I don't want to say, and misguide you. I think it's on Tubi. I think it's on some other stuff as well. I'm sure people watch it on, but when I first saw it, it only had a few thousand views. I had like 80,000 views, and then now it has 2 million. And it was made in 2024, a year ago. But this is going to be a big film. This is going to be a film that's going to grow, that's going to get more and more attention. It's just incredibly good. This film takes you through just the most insane journey of emotions. I'm not gonna lie. Like, it's just so cleverly written. It's funny. The horror of this film hits so hard and so different. The horror is so good in this film. The writing is so good. The way that the plot changes in this film is just so good. This is just a great movie. It's the best movie that I've seen released in the last 10 years. I'm not gonna lie. This is a great film, and I highly recommend it. I give this film a 10 out of 10. I believe it's the second best found footage movie ever. And the way that it just sucks you into the plot, all this, like, just the way it's acted, the way it's written, the way it sucks you into the plot. It's an independent indie movie, and I just want to shout out all the independent films. Independent horror is so important, and this film is just so good. This is just a great independent horror film. Highly recommend. Milk and Cereal. Watch it on YouTube. Anyway, I hope y'all have a great rest of your day. Peace out, and God bless.